But stay with us on this, because what we wanted to do was just report on the Hampstead child abuse case. We're watching this with great interest because, of course, the UK column had the opportunity of speaking directly with the mother and her partner right at the beginning of the case. And so our foundation is a very good one, a factual meeting with the parents. Many others at the moment are talking about simply what they've seen and heard on the internet. But let's just remind our viewers that when UK column on the 20th of March started to ask some basic questions about what was going on, and we had a video, the sort of things we were asking were, what can we do to fight for this case? And we think a lot of this is to ask the right questions. We want to know what took place in what were a secret court. We want to know why the police coached the children when the police interviewed them. We want to know exactly what investigations the Met Police have carried out. We want to know why the judge attacked the medical report which demonstrated serious sexual abuse. We want to know why there's been no criminal court case. And we want to know why the Daily Mail and others, such as the Telegraph, have printed very damaging, sensationalist smear stories. And finally, because we were present with police officers at the time, we want to know why Met Police, who were trying to help with this case, were threatened. Now, one of the things that would sort out the fact from fiction in the Hampstead case very quickly is if the police, of course, simply brought in a number of people for questioning, and those people were physically examined for the marks and tattoos and other intimate bodily features which the children so clearly identified in their video. We have received a certain amount of abuse for saying this. However, what we were suggesting falls within the Police and Criminal Evidence Act. So let's have a look at that on screen. And here we are. Basically, if an officer of at least the rank of inspector authorises it, a person who is detained in a police station may be searched or examined, or both, for the purpose of ascertaining whether he has any mark that would tend to identify him as a person involved in the commission of an offence. So there we are. There are very clear rules about this, and of course the children in their video interview identified a number of very detailed physical marks amongst their abusers, including tattoos, warts and piercings. And therefore it is very, very easy for the Metropolitan Police to establish whether the children's accusations are correct. To our knowledge, the Metropolitan Police have absolutely failed to carry out this basic investigation. In the meantime, we've seen a massive smear campaign by British press. So let's remember the lives of these two young children at stake. The UK column has not named or identified these children. We'll continue to run with that policy. But what they were talking about was a particularly vile and systematic sexual and satanic ritual abuse by a number of individuals across the whole spectrum of the local society, including social services people, school teachers and others. Now, to join this in with Guy Taylor's comments to us that he's just made, let's have a look at the Telegraph here. This was the Telegraph smear campaign. Look at the headline: Satanic Cult Claims Dismissed by High Court Judge. Mrs. Justice Paulfleet says the claims circulating on the internet are baseless, as she describes people who seek to perpetuate them as evil or foolish after fact-finding exercise. So we're being told here that she has conducted a fact-finding exercise in her secret court. We're not dealing with the results of a full police investigation properly made known to the public. And where has the Telegraph got the story from? Well, in the bottom right-hand corner, it simply says it's an agency report. So here is one of Britain's most prestigious newspapers simply relying on internet press reports to decide what the truth is around the vicious abuse of these two young children. Well, it gets worse, because we can announce today that according to the Ham and High newspaper, the local Hampstead newspaper, police investigations have now been launched into what is now being described as a fantasy. What is this based on? Simply based on what one High Court judge has said in a closed courtroom. And where is this leading? Well, of course, we have inversion of the law, that the people who've tried to expose and help the children are now being hunted by the police. And we understand that one of the lead ladies wanted by the police, well, of course, the mother is the foremost one, but Sabine McNeill, who has reported has done most of the reporting over the internet, according to this article, is now wanted by the police. This is what Ham and High says. As a result of the judge's findings and the material published online, police have launched 2 investigations related to the case, one into allegations of harassment and another into the findings that the children had been tortured. The Ham and High has learnt that Mrs. Draper and Ms. Sabine McNeill, her legal supporter, are included on the wanted list. To which we say to our audience, it is remarkable that the mother and her partner, of course, did all of the right things in the beginning. They listened to what the children said, and then, horrified by what the children said, the mother and her partner approached both the police and social services for help. And here we are weeks later, where the whole case has been inverted so that the mother and partner are the people at fault. Meanwhile, the Met Police has simply failed to conduct any proper investigations. And if I can just bring that slide up again, I've just underlined the judge's findings because, of course, the judge has simply carried out a probe, I think is the term in a secret court. And we're going to say again, if the case is false, why were Metropolitan Police officers threatened when they tried to assist in the case?
And also, why are they denying the fact that there is a satanic abuse department within inside the Met as well? That is now being said that there isn't one.
Well, that's a key point,
yeah.
Louise. It was Metropolitan Police officers who first informed the UK column of the existence of a satanic abuse unit within the Met Police. And indeed, Met Police were the people releasing that information. And now suddenly there is no such unit. Yes, I'll just say that there was some interesting information passed to me yesterday, which is effectively a networking system, which is, I think, is called the Brain. And this is being circulated by email. So it's a computer program which enables you to plot data, link people, places, things and information together. And what appears to be happening is that just a loose group of people across the internet are now starting to work together, digging, researching about this child abuse. And I find this very interesting, and I find it exciting because, of course, if we end up with 10,000, 100,000 people all digging for information, witness statements, and indeed to meet victims of abuse, that is a very powerful search engine. And I think that is going to turn up the type of evidence we need to bring the people you'd like to bring to book, to get them into court. So we'll follow that through and report on it. But I also know that Anonymous has been doing some very good research around the Hampstead case, without getting into a witch hunt, because I think that's wrong. But there's some very clever film clips that have now gone up where people are being linked with others, and what that does is raises questions. You know, if I just give an example off the top of my head, if you have one person who is claiming that they're clean, but they're in a business relationship with another person who was convicted of child abuse, you have to start asking some questions, and we're seeing more and more of this.